Yo, what up guys, Ross Cops here, and in this video I'm reviewing Trap. Alright, so director of this movie is M. Night Shyamalan, and some of his more recent movies have been Knock at the Cabin, Old, Glass, and Split. The actors in here are Josh Hartnett, Ariel Donahue, and Soleika Shyamalan, M. Night's daughter. And basically this movie is about a serial killer who takes his kid to a concert, but soon after he arrives, he realizes this is a trap to catch him. After figuring out he has little hope to escape, he has to do whatever it takes to get out. Alright, so when I first heard this movie was coming out, I was genuinely interested. A movie about a serial killer being trapped in one area, having to escape, that just sounds like a good premise. And after the second trailer came out for this, I was hooked. But with that, I know M. Night gets a bad rep for having predictable plot twisting movies. And some of his more recent work has been kind of bad. Knock at the Cabin, that one that came out like a year or two ago, that was a movie. But even with all that, I was still genuinely excited for this. But after watching this, I gotta say it was underwhelming. I'll start with some of the things I liked first. And I think the first thing is the acting by Josh Hartnett and Soleika. They both have their scenes in here, whether it was Josh's friendly to killer attitude or personality. I think that was good. Along with Soleika, some of the emotional scenes she had, and even, her dancing and her music, she was able to do that very well. Along with that, I think the premise itself, a serial killer trapped in one area, that just sounds fun. And with that comes the suspense. You want to see what happens. You want to see how he gets out, how it's resolved. And so those are a few of the things that I liked. But what else did I like? There's not really much else. And with that, I'm going to go into the cons. I think the first one is, this movie hops right into it. And I like that about movies. The only thing is they didn't really explain anything. They just start at the concert. They don't reveal that he is the butcher. They kind of imply it. And so if you're a general audience who didn't really see the trailer or forgot the trailer, you might not understand what's going on until a little bit later. Along with that, I think the thing that bugged me the most is I kind of wanted to see how he would get out, what he would do, what kind of mind he has, and what kind of plan he has to execute. But a lot of the times, he literally got out on random, lucky coincidences. Imagine there's a cop coming to him, and he really needs the phone to ring. Yeah, guess what? It rings. So stuff like that where it's just luck. It's like, bro, really? In a movie where they're trying to make you root for him, seeing stuff like that, you don't want to root for him. It makes it dumb. But that was probably the main thing that bugged me. But another thing is they had a bunch of filler. I don't know if the runtime was too long for them, but a lot of times they would have scenes of just her singing and him looking around or people dancing. Just, I feel like, to fill up the runtime. The movie kind of dragged in certain areas. And along with that, the trailer sells this movie as being at the concert the whole time. But the concert's only half the movie. They have another half where they're not even at the concert. They put your expectations over here, but then once you see halfway through they're not even at the concert anymore, it's like, okay, why did you do that? The whole premise was about the concert, no? So I don't know, that was just another thing that bugged me. And then from there, I'll say the ending of this movie. There was a lot of things at the end that just didn't make sense. Kind of like the story. I guess you could blame it on the story. The story was weak. Some of the things that happened wouldn't happen. Logic left the chat. But yeah, this movie, I can go on and on. While I was looking forward to this, I was underwhelmed. And I just think they could have done a whole lot better. And in this movie, Josh is called the Butcher. They should call M. Night Shyamalan the Butcher from how he butchered this movie. You had a good premise, a good idea, but just the execution of this, it didn't work. Not going to say it's a bad movie, but it just could have been better. But with all that being said, I think I'm going to give this a salty popcorn. It was good enough to watch in theaters, but definitely not one of his better works. Anyways, guys, those are just my thoughts. Comment below if you saw this movie and if you agree or disagree with me. I'd be very curious to know. And yeah, I just want to say thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.